I'm Mrs. O'Connor,
And I'm Ms. Larson.
and we want to take a few moments to explain a little bit about our about learning in ninth grade English.
We do things a little bit differently than perhaps your other classes, so this is to help you understand how it's done in ninth grade English.
The purpose of a formative assessment is to help us understand if students are comprehending what's going on and can prove to us that they can demonstrate a certain skill. In addition, it helps me to know if I'm being an effective teacher or not. A lot of times formative assessments will come in the form of exit tickets, some small group and large group discussions. It'll help us to decide mini lessons. Sometimes some students will have to do certain lessons and others not, dependent upon what he or she demonstrates she knows. In addition, one of the major purposes of formative assessment is to provide feedback. That often will come in the form of comments from the teacher, maybe revisiting a lesson. In IC, for formative assessments, you will see a plus, plus minus, or minus. Those will not be accumulated for a grade.
In contrast, summative assessment is a picture at a point in time. It's a chance for you to show us and yourself if you have demonstrated proficiency in the skills or concepts that were being taught prior to the summative assessment. We will use rubrics, we will use a continuum, different ways to have you self-assess. You will score your own work, then we will score it, and we'll have a conversation about the score. Learning takes place also from the assessment, the summative assessment at the end. In IC, this will look like a 1, 2, 3, or a 4.
If it's on a continuum, it won't be 1, 2, 3, or 4.
You're right.
So in IC, you will see a number in the place of a summative assessment. Again, it is a picture at that moment in time, and we are looking for growth and learning. That is always the emphasis in class throughout the entire quarter. Finally, there's the issue of infinite campus. Many of you may be disturbed by the fact that you will not see a continuing grade or cumulative numbers adding up in infinite campus. The purpose of this is so that we can track your growth. We don't want you penalized by a very low score at the beginning of the quarter for maybe like an argumentative paper, and then at the end of the quarter demonstrate to us that you really understand how to write an argumentative paper. For example, if you received a 1 at the beginning of the quarter on argumentative writing and did fantastic at 4 at the end of the quarter, you still would only average up to about 2, in the end 2.5, thus giving you a lower score. We don't want you to be penalized for learning.
You also, at the end of the quarter, you will receive a letter grade. We have to put that on for your report card for GPA purposes. We will ask you to show evidence, provide evidence of your learning throughout. And some of you, if we do not have enough evidence to demonstrate learning or for us to see learning, you will have an incomplete. It's up to you to take care of that incomplete. Before school, after school, at lunchtime perhaps. And of course we'll work with you on that as well.
What we will not be doing is playing the points game. We will not be playing, oh, what do I need to do? How many points do I need in order to earn a B? That will not happen in here. You will be demonstrating learning the entire time. In addition, we will be contacting home and having serious discussions with you if we feel learning is not happening, if we feel you're in danger of a D or an F in English. It is all about growth and learning, and we expect to see that every day in English.